Tonight marks the end of an era for Mid-Southerners who for more than 50 years now have weathered life's storms with a man who always remained calm under pressure.
That's right. Whether it was in the Storm Tracking Center or the wrestling ring, Dave Brown is like family members to millions of Mid-Southerners past and present.
Dave, we are honored to pay tribute to you tonight as one of your colleagues here, all of your friends here. As we look ahead to your retirement, we'll start with a look back at your amazing career.
I can't stop now.
The year was 1962. Ray Charles' I Can't Stop Loving You was at the top of the charts when a high school sophomore named Dave Brown from Trenton, Tennessee landed his first job in broadcasting.
Dave and I went to school together.
DJ Tony Reeves needed a host for the Saturday afternoon record hop at WKVJ in Milan, Tennessee.
Dave came by one day and he said, "Man, you're playing records and listening to all this good music, getting paid for it. I'd like to do that."
This is Dave's original script from June 30th, 1962, when he hit the airwaves as D. Brown.
One of my all-time favorite songs, a song by Tommy Rowe called Sheila.
Seems that handsome all-American teenager with a love for rock and roll would do anything to get the full-time job.
That was just Dave having fun.
Ken Gailey's the other young man in this video, and he has fond memories of those radio days.
Dave has not changed one bit from the first time I met him.
But there were big changes in store for Dave. In 1967, he did make a pretty woman his wife. Margaret Brown was, and still is, his beautiful bride. Stevie Wonder's Sir Duke was #1 on May 23rd, 1977, Dave's first day on air at Channel 5. On the anchor desk with him that day, Nancy Hart.
When this opportunity came up to talk about Dave, I started thinking, what could I say to embarrass him? Okay, we worked together all those years, surely, and I thought, nothing. Really, because he's so straight and he's so sincere and he's so professional with what he does. That's who he is. He is the weatherman, and it meant so much to him to be a good weatherman. That's what's really important.
Mid-South viewers quickly felt his comforting presence all over during his daily forecasts. Outside the Storm Tracking Center, Dave was the face of Lewis Ford.
What's the Thunderbird in your budget?
Who could resist that 77 Thunderbird or a free CB radio and Dave in a brown leisure suit? He helped viewers remodel their kitchens, told them where to stash their cash.
Let's go to the races. Hi, I'm Dave Brown.
Took them to the horse races and into the wrestling ring.
All ready to go with another big week? Championship Wrestling. Feeling good today and a great-looking car, Davey.
Dave and Lance Russell hosted Saturday morning wrestling for 25 years, ringside with the best of the best, from The Rock to Macho Man Randy Savage and Memphis' own Jerry the King Lawler.
We had to respect Dave's credibility. And that was one of the great things about Dave. I mean, the believability that Dave brought with him from being the weatherman transcended over into the wrestling.
While Dave seems to be at ease anywhere, it's his calm during the storm that puts the rest of us at ease. For his many decades of service, Memphis Magazine dubbed Dave a port in every storm. He's been honored by the Memphis Grizzlies and the Memphis Redbirds. Wrestling fans still line up for his autograph. And year after year, he's awarded Best Weatherman accolades from Memphis Flyer and Commercial Appeal readers. He is no doubt a true legend, but an urban legend has followed him for decades.
I have probably heard 300 to 500 versions of what happened, and none of them are true.
It all started in 1975 when a stranger made his way into a building where Dave was working at another Memphis TV station.
Everybody was.
He comes up, and all of a sudden, he mumbles something, and I frankly to this day can't tell you what he said, but he did take a swing at me. But he didn't punch me with his fist, he didn't punch me in the face, anything like that. It had nothing to do with me, had nothing to do with wrestling. As far as we know, it didn't have anything to do with the news. It turns out that he was a mentally disturbed person who had walked away from a treatment center in Waukegan, Illinois.
Despite all the fanfare, the man with his own bobblehead never let success go to his head. Organizations from West Memphis to Nashville honor Dave annually for saving lives with his forecasts and his commitment to family. His work with Mothers Against Drunk Driving in honor of his daughter, granddaughter, and unborn grandson killed by a drunk driver is something he will continue doing long after he leaves the Storm Tracking Center. An Emmy Award-winning meteorologist and member of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences Silver Circle, Dave and his family have reaped the rewards of an incredible 53-year career in radio and television, 38 of those years right here at WMC Action News 5.
Some people may say Dave's different than others, but I think that Dave's unique quality is that he wasn't different, that he was the everyman, that people that were watching at home felt like Dave was one of us.
Up next, how this everyman became a household name.
When people in the Mid-South think weather, they have to think Dave Brown.
After 53 years in broadcasting, Dave says goodbye and gives his final forecast.
38 years ago, this weather gig ain't gonna get it. You're gonna have to get a regular job. Here I am, Dave. Let's do it again, buddy. I tell you, if you enjoy your retirement half as much as I did, you got a lot of good days in front of you. The folks of Memphis are wishing you the very best. And I'm saying, I wish it to my very best friend, Dave Brown.
Hi, Dave. What's this I hear about you going home to be under Margaret's feet for the next 25, 30 years? Retirement. Any other name, it still will feel as sweet. I wrote on my Facebook page that it's kind of like getting a new sports car compared to what the world is like now. It's been a long time, and you have earned it. But, I mean, gosh, think about the memories. You, Joe, me, and the crew must have hit every two-lane road in the Mid-South. Remember this? Highway 5. Live Highway 5. But you know what? It was worth it because we met some amazing people along the way. And it didn't take me long to figure out. I didn't have to be that person. All I had to do was be the anchor who sat next to Dave Brown. And I got points just for that. You know what? I've talked about how you are handsome and smart and kind and such a sweet gentleman. But I always had the feeling that if I came to you and said that someone had messed with me, in a couple of days we'd find them in the Mississippi River. Dave, I hope I get to see you more now. You'll be fishing. You won't have to run back for the late news. And when I am retired, finally we can get in the boat and cast a few for crappie. Enjoy retirement, my friend.